What's good, Ninja? OJ over here from PlayerEssence, and welcome to the PE Nintendo Switch and gaming news video. Today we've got some great topics for you guys, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Knights of Azure 2 Dramatic Beautiful Girls trailer is live, and it features, guess what? Dramatic and beautiful girls. So Gus has released a brand new trailer for Knights of Azure 2 dubbed Just That, and here's a brief overview of the game via Koei Tecmo. Knights of Azure 2 Bride of the New Moon takes place in a fictional, demon-ridden Western European city towards the end of the 19th century. The story focuses on a knight protector named Alush and her two childhood friends Liliana and a kind-hearted priestess and Runheld, a holy knight of the Lourdes Order. While guarding Liliana, Alush is ambushed and killed only to later awaken as an artificial half-demon at the hands of a new Curia, a religious organization with dark ties. In the company of the variety of unlikely allies with their own past and agendas, Alush's strong desire to save Liliana gives her the strength to scatter the shadows shrouding the world and motivation to uncover the shocking truth behind the mysterious Queen of the Moon. Knights of Azure 2 Bride of the New Moon will launch for the PlayStation 4, PS Vita, and Nintendo Switch in Japan on August 31st, and for the PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, and PC on October 24th in North America, and October 27th in Europe. And of course, that new Beautiful Girls trailer is playing, and this is one of the games that I really have my eye on. I've talked about it multiple times on this channel. I think the support that Koei Tecmo was giving in the first year of the Nintendo Switch is great. We have Fire Emblem Warriors, which was their idea, by the way, not Nintendo's, so they did go to Nintendo about that type of game and hoped that it actually got approved. And also Knights of Azure 2, once again, another game that's coming, and they have various other games coming to Nintendo Switch as far as being planned, smaller games as well, so I'm loving the support, and that's the reason why I've talked about Knights of Azure 2 multiple times on the system. They also have PC coming too, so that's pretty good that they have a PC version of the game, but I think the Nintendo Switch version, because of the portable nature, I've always said this, I think that it's really cool that it's going to be coming to Nintendo Switch. And here's the thing, guys, I've actually played the first Knights of Azure on the PlayStation 4, and the game has a lot of potential. There was just a lot of pitfalls that the game ran into. I think it felt a little cheap at times. The movement didn't feel as good. Some of the combat felt kind of automatic or kind of boring. Didn't have the impact like when you slash somebody. Seemed like it was too much on monster collecting and building, and none of the monsters that you got in the game were really interesting or anything like that. And it seems like they have taken a lot of the feedback from the first game and said, okay, well, this is what we're going to do differently. They have more specials, more weapons, more powers with human characters. I saw multiple human characters on screen at the same time doing different special attacks, the burst attacks on there. It seems like they are taking that a little bit to the next level when it comes to that. So that's what I like to see in this game. It feels like the hits also have more impact as well. That's something that I felt just didn't really have much impact when you slashed people in the last game, so hopefully that's improved. I'm hoping there's some HD Rumble in there. I doubt there will be since it's coming to so many different platforms, but if they did incorporate HD Rumble into this type of game, I think that would be really cool with the Joy-Cons and the Nintendo Switch Pro controllers. So Knights of Azure 2 coming to Nintendo Switch. Are you guys excited for this game? Do you have your eye on it? I know I'll be looking out for it. I'm definitely going to be getting a review copy, as I get review copies for most of the Koei Tecmo and also Sega games as well, but Koei Tecmo definitely. So I'll be making sure that I get the game for you guys, review it, or at least just provide some coverage to see what the game is all about, and let's hope it turns out to be much better than the first game, because Knights of Azure 1, like I said, had some great potential. Not a horrible game, but I think Knights of Azure 2 has so much more room to improve upon the formula that the first game started. Alright, and moving on to the next article here. Ultra Hyperball is hitting the Nintendo Switch in North America on July 28th. The Hyperball party is just getting started. Ultimate, hardcore, single, and multiplayer game of infinite fun. In the ultimate sport of Hyperball, have you got what it takes to be the ultimate champion? Climb the ranks in the game's single-player story mode, play as Jay, an unlikely hero battling against the odds to join the Hyperball League. Features single-player story mode, 2 to 4 player co-op and versus modes for a party game experience, pick up and play arcade mechanics, 5 game modes, uses controls only possible on Nintendo Switch, motion controls and touchscreen gameplay, 49 playable characters, endless fun with friends or alone. Hyperball is the sport of the future you can play today. So pretty cool there. It has the old school retro type of graphics. Not really sure what type of game this is. Hyperball does seem like it might be kind of fun for an indie title release. And you can also check out the hub page of the game. They talk about it. There's also more gameplay videos and all sorts of stuff there. Hyperball is coming out on July 28th, very soon here, next week pretty much, or this week if you're considering Sunday that. So this week coming out, Hyperball on the Nintendo Switch. Are you guys hyped for some Hyperball? Let me know in the comment section below. Alright guys, I'm getting into a little bit more of a serious article here. So there has been some troubling information that's coming out of Japan. Obviously there's hackers and frauds and scammers everywhere, but definitely with the scarcity of the Nintendo Switch, we're seeing an uptick of course, in prices for scalpers, but also scammers causing some trouble via Twitter. So we're going to go ahead and get into this article here. I want to make sure I get all the information right. So Go Nintendo writes, looks like there's a new way that some unsavory people are using to scam customers looking to purchase the Nintendo Switch. Twitter accounts are opening up saying that they have Nintendo Switch units to sell and they'll sell them slightly below the MSRP. When people respond to the tweet, conversation moves over to the DMs and scam moves into a higher gear. The scammer asks the customer to send them $270 in Amazon credit. When the customer does, the scammer says the code they received isn't working and appears that it already has been used. While the customer tries to figure out the issue, the scammer deletes the Twitter account and disappears. One young man who went through the exact situation above was quickly harassed by other online users when he complained about the issue. Other Twitter users berated him for being gullible enough to fall for the scam. The story started to gain some steam, which eventually led to a kind stranger who shelled out his own money to buy a Nintendo Switch for the person who got scammed. Turns out the person who bought the Switch is a VP at a game company, but details on which one were not revealed. Guys, just one thing to note here, be careful with that. And look, you don't need to berate the guy for falling for a pretty noticeable scam, right? But there are some people out there that will fall for this type of stuff. So here's what I have to say when it comes to trying to get a Nintendo Switch. Do not, and I repeat, do not buy one from resellers that are on Twitter, that are on eBay, that are on all these other places. Now, I know eBay is official, and if you do get scammed, eBay will cover the cost for you, but I don't want to fall into, or I don't want to give the scalpers, the scammers, and those people out there just trying to profit ridiculously off of the Nintendo Switch's success. I do not want to give them any type of leeway or any type of motivation to continue to keep on doing what they're doing. So the best situation, the best way to get a Nintendo Switch, guys, is to ask your local retailers. Now I know in Japan it's a little bit harder. They have those freaking bingo lines, so I can understand the desperation from this user because he really wants a Nintendo Switch. Obviously, especially in Japan, if you're commuting all day and you want something to play on there and there's just all these cool games from Splatoon 2 and all this stuff, the temptation is real. I think a lot of us have fell for scams here and there. I know I fell for a couple scams back in the day as well on certain things, especially like TVs. Back when HD TVs were like super expensive and I wanted to get a cheaper one, I got scammed online as well. So I've been there before, guys, but the best thing to do is really just to wait for the retailers. Although in Japan it's a little bit of a different story, but people are getting scammed and scalpers are running amok here in the States as well. So really talking to the people in the States here, if you want to get a Nintendo Switch, go to your retailers, ask them like, hey, when are shipments coming, and be there early, especially when big games come out like Splatoon 2 or like, for example, Mario Cross Rabbids or whatever, Mario Plus Rabbids, Kingdom Battles coming out very soon here. Be there early at Best Buy, be there early at Walmart, get in line, and you can probably get one if you're there earlier than everyone else. Take the day off. So like August 31st, whenever Mario Plus Rabbids comes out, you live here in the States, take the day off. Take the day off from work, whatever the case is, and get to Best Buy hours beforehand. If you have a Best Buy in your area, or if you have a Walmart that's 24/7, get there, man, and they will have Nintendo Switches for you. That's why I snapped those pics on Twitter to show you guys that, hey, they're there if you're there early and ready. Like, I've snapped multiple pictures on like big launch games, or I even ask like the people that are working there, not the normal people that work in different departments, but like the managers, like, hey, when are your shipments coming in? Because they have shipments that come in on a very regular pace. They know the time frame. So if you ask them, you can get yourself a Nintendo Switch. So hopefully this definitely doesn't happen more. Do not give these people power who are trying to scam others and all that. And yeah, just continue to be vigilant when it comes to getting in line, when it comes to seeing when Nintendo's going to have more. But I know Japan is a little bit of a different beast. The My Nintendo store sells out in 3 minutes. That's like the record as far as Nintendo Switch systems go. And yeah, it's pretty bad there. So hopefully things can get better. That whole flash memory thing with Apple and all that, the shortage is really causing some issues. but I'm hoping that with Splatoon 2 coming out, we did see more of a stock there. Plus, there's other big games coming, and Nintendo can hopefully manufacture more of the Nintendo Switches. And they've always said that they have basically boosted their processing and their manufacturing. So I'm thinking things are going to get better before they get a lot worse. Alright guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We've got Facebook, we've got Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on social media. It really helps to spread the content of PlayerEssence across the interwebs in addition to YouTube. Also make sure you check out our Patreon page, pledge any tier, be entered in to win some awesome prizes each month. In addition to that, we have Discord voice chat and $10 prize esports tournaments for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. We'll have Splatoon 2, ARMS, and more. So support PE Live and PE Arena right here on PlayerEssence. Also make sure you hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for the latest news, reviews, discussions, and more. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you ninja for the next video. Peace.